That's right. It's another late night, which means it's time for another reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag. And tonight we're pulling out. Oh, look, what do we have here? A Man's World 2 Uncut. Yeah.
I, I don't know, Wade. Shouldn't we be talking about something more important than a man's world?
Todd, you're not even here, and you're ruining my opening.
Well, Wade, I'm just saying, with the coronavirus of it all and
Todd!
the wildfires. All right. Okay, how you doing, folks? Tiki here, along with Blue Dragon 5. It is the Just Giggle It grab bag for Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. Dragon, fun fact, a year ago to this day, I went to Oga's Cantina in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the first time. So, Joshua Thomas, another Disneyland big-time fan, I talked to Joshua Thomas for about 2 hours on that stereo app.
Get the stereo app.
The stereo app is easily the best way to have a full-on conversation with Joshua Thomas, man. Me, Joshua Thomas, and Sipka were really oh man, that was a really fun night, Dragon. I just want to acknowledge that. Anyway, so we're here, Dragon. We're kind of going on the last of the Just Giggle It at Home sketches, right? Like we're kind of running on fumes at this point.
Yeah, we're in the last leg of the Odyssey until we get more sketches for sure. But again, more sketches are on the way, so we have stuff to look forward to. But only a few left in the episode 4 of Just Giggle at Home sect of things. I know it's coming. It's like the Jaws theme. It's kind of a quirky Jaws.
It is
theme
the Jaws theme. Oh God. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, set this one up, Dragon. And of course, this one of the very few Just Giggle It sketches to get a sequel.
That's right. I'm still writing angry letters because I tease like, hey, it's a returning JGI sketch.
Oh no!
I was hoping for a certain orange salesman, but that didn't come to fruition.
Dragon, they know how much we love Ken Armand. I really think it's a question of getting McBride at this point.
I know, of course, I'm kidding. I'm just. I'll admit, I was hopeful when they teased.
I think if they could get McBride, they'd absolutely have a return of Armand, and it just of Armand, and it'd just be for us.
Yeah, now they did skew to they did this purely for, it feels like they did this purely for Fago Rain, which nothing against that. We love Fago Rain.
Well, to be fair, I think Fago Rain, if it's possible for anyone to be as big of a fan as JGI as us, it's Fago Rain.
Yeah, Fago Rain's in the big leagues for sure. All right, so as said, kind of contextually here, this is written, directed, and edited by, you guessed it, Wade Carrington. Well, technically Wade Carrington and Joshua Thomas, kind of a co-production, if you will.
That Joshua Thomas isn't a real man.
Joshua Thomas isn't a real man.
Hey, Dragon, a real man doesn't spend his time at Disney. You know where he spends his time?
Where?
Universal Studios.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, of course, as mentioned, this is part of Just Giggle at Home, episode 4, and again, quite a live experience. And unfortunately, I don't think Fago Rain was able to make it to the broadcast.
That's a bummer.
If she did, she made it later and later towards the thing. I don't know if she blipped in or not, but the point being, at the start of the show, JJ was like, "Hey, Fago Rain, where are you?" I was noticing, yeah, where is Fago Rain? Given the once the thing happened, like, hey, wait a minute, where is she? Because they plugged in merchandise and everything with her Animal Crossing island and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Corey Olnick did the camera work on this. Good old Corey.
Oh, did he?
I like that Olnick
chap. Corey in more sketches, man.
We do, because he killed it in the last time he popped up with we're closing the bars sketch.
He did, and I feel like he also just kills it in general. He's one of the main, the main highlights of the live streams when he shows up.
He is, man. That Corey Olnick's so delightful. There's a guy who should be brought to stereo. Corey Olnick.
Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh, dear God, Josh. Make it happen.
I remember kind of a live stream with Corey and Josh as a twofer, which I believe stereo must be like a limiter. Is there a limit or something on stereo or what?
The only limit is that your voice clips can only be a minute long, but you can send in as many as you want.
Oh, there you go. I mean, the people hosting, like how many people can like? Wasn't there like Piper, Josh,
Oh,
and
I'm
Katie,
not I'm
Garland,
not
or
sure
was
how
that
many can host at the same
because you've
time.
seen
That I
usually
don't
two,
know.
right?
I've only seen 2 so
That's how
far.
I
Yeah.
heard there was a third, but I could be. That's why I'm asking. Anyway, okay,
Uh,
so we'll keep an eye out for if there's a three for. Let me know. Anyway, so let's see. Of course, this is kind of we've dusted off Man's World. You got to remember, A Man's World. The first sketch essentially was from the JGI archives. It was from way back then, and they dusted off and they brought it out for everyone to see. And I got so much traction, especially some love from Fago. I imagine it kind of it got resurrected, and basically the context here is that if we brought Wade Carrington back today in a very post Me Too world, less a man's world, more a post Me Too world,
it's a
there's gonna
Me
be
Too world.
yeah, there's gonna be some subtext there for sure. Let's see, and the last most important note with the uncut in parentheses of it all. So there is an aired version that aired with the live, JJ at Home bundle, which is a little shorter. I would debate a little bit more on point. And you have the uncut version. It's kind of like an extended version, if you will. I kind of denoted when we go on for that bit. It's almost like one of those, like the other guys when they have like the extended version or something like that. I know when it happens. Okay, so we'll see how that tracks.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, so we start things off with the with Wade. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We start off with hydration.
Yeah, hydration, indeed. Because a real man needs to stay hydrated. Am I right?
The manly way you stay hydrated, use apparently a Christmassy beer mug.
You know what, Dragon? I can sign off on that.
It does look rather satisfying, I must admit.
It does.
So he's got a beer mug full of tap water, and it is just.
And then I love how it just zooms in on the filtrated water, and it's like, yeah, drinking it straight from the tap. That's how a man does it.
Oh yeah, kind of the bar from at home, if you will. I'm Wade Carrington, and I'm a man.
This is a man's world.
And again, we reconstructed the set and everything very accurately, because I believe Josh is probably in a different place than he was when he was shooting A Man's World way back when. And as he's reconstructed the set, one very notable difference, though. To quote Todd, instead of boobies on the wall, they're manly pectorals now.
Well,
which, if I'm correct,
even Wade can't get away with all things in the Me Too era, Dragon.
Yeah, it's so funny given the original and that. Now again, it could have been.
We gotta objectify the men a little bit too. You know what I mean? We gotta have the equal objectification factor here.
That is true, and these are probably the abs that Mark Sipka had drawn on instead of the prosthetic they now have. See, just giggle, they've upgraded the prosthetics now. There's the chest piece that Mark Sipka should have gotten that troubling decision sketch.
Right.
No, but it's like, again, this is kind of like the boobies on the wall were kind of like a pre-Me Too thing, and now I don't know if it was a censorship thing or just like a taste thing. It probably like a thing.
I would say just a taste thing if I were to guess.
Yeah, it's got to be like a taste thing, and also again to reflect the newfound kind of context of the world for Wade Carrington to inhabit. I think that's mainly okay. So welcome to A Man's World, where we suckle at the weekly teat of manly information. Got a question? Email it to mansworldwade@gmail.com. And then we have a cut. This is the first cut gag of the whole piece. This is an extended bit. Did not make the cut.
Okay.
It says, to my larger fan base, send me all the naked picture attachments, both male and female. No judgment. Flattered. But alas, flattered and no thank you.
You know what, Dragon? I can respect that. I can respect that from Wade Carrington. He's, to me, that is kind of the sign of like a real man. It's like, even though he's getting all these, all this flattery and attention, he knows that going for it would be bad. So he's like, no, that's quite all right.
See, I love what Josh did here.
I'm not saying he's like a great guy for doing that. You know what I mean? But I'm saying like that. The whole idea of him getting fan pictures could go down a way darker route, and no, instead he's just like, no, I'm just going to push that off to the side politely.
True, and that's what I'm saying. I like that Wade 2.0 is more PC, but he's fundamentally the same guy.
Exactly.
He's still digging on certain jokes once we get to like the 5 facts of it all, and that really the do's and don'ts more accurately. The do's and don'ts show you it's the same Wade. But still, he is a little bit more PC-minded. Of course, he's not going to do creepy things and everything with the whole, like, people send him pictures and so on and so forth. And so basically, we're addressing the limits through the continuation. Yeah, Wade, he's aware of the world now,
Mhm.
but he's still trying to. Again, it's like trying to be manly in the world of today. Okay, so of course he mentions again addressing kind of the limitations of the virus and kind of like man's world now versus man's world then. You notice my annoying brother Todd is not around because our parents got divorced and he's stuck with mom and the house. He got stuck with mom and the house. And I got dad in the condo.
And of
And we
course,
got
this is a relief for him because, as we remember, Todd, the last sketch, played wonderfully by Alex Poncio, kind of a bit of an unintentional heel to Wade in a man's world.
absolutely the perfect comedy foil. One could argue.
Almost like a stepbrothers dynamic.
Yeah. So of course it's this. This is like an out. Basically now instead of like an actual fireplace that was in the first sketch, like now Netflix has provided us a digital fireplace, got a condo, and a man's world rolls on.
I do love the digital fireplace, Dragon. That is a good touch.
Yeah.
All right. So then he gets a call from his brother, right?
Yes, gets a call from old Toddy, and of course no one plays like restrained frustration better than Joshua Thomas.
Yes, Todd.
Todd, I love it. He starts off really friendly before it just devolves back into the old dynamic. Todd, I thought we agreed we're on a text-only basis.
Right, like almost kind of like in a chummy way, like text only basis, Todd. What gives? Ha ha ha.
So good. So basically, we cut to like the man's stream camera too, which is really funny and just kind of like again some of the I would presume some of the old Nick kind of camera stuff there. It's basically, hey, wait, I'm watching the stream, and I thought we should. I don't think you should air mom and dad's business on the internet.
Not just for privacy, Wade, just because it's kind of a downer.
And people right now, people need to be uplifting. Yes, sirree, Bob.
Oh God, that yesery Bob from Poncio. I love how Poncio just has an entirely off-camera delivery here, but he still kills it.
I like to think this whole man's world sketch and the Todd character was the genesis of the rat running gag between Joshua Thomas and Alex Poncio. We're basically off camera, and in the comments too when he pops up, you'll see Poncio randomly saying rat. He'll just say rat, and of course this is giving him the off camera business, much like a Todd Carrington would.
I could see that,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, of course, we have Wade here with the money line. Todd, how are you ruining my show? And you're not even here!
Oh, God.
I always thought I enhanced the show.
All right, so then we transition to 5 facts.
I love how he transitions, because I've been there too. I've done like the random for like 5 facts. Let's just move on from this. Okay, 5 facts. All right, so we have the virus is not real. Basically
real men can't contract it.
Yes, real men can't. Yes, which is completely ridiculous.
Right. Fact number 2: real men don't cry; they leak during Pixar movies.
Which is my new favorite joke from JGI period right now. It's my new favorite.
All right. Number 3: the Impossible Burger is ironic. Which, yeah, I can agree to that.
For they're not we don't call them mini hammers in 2020. We call them by their actual name, Little Hammers.
Little Hammers.
Hey, Tiki, you know who uses little hammers?
Oh God, who?
Little Bird.
Oh man, oh,
we're getting close to Halloween, kids. We gotta get in there somewhere.
All right, well, to the 1% of the 1% of the audience I don't even know that Joshua Thomas himself would get that gag.
Oh, Dragon. He would get it. Come on, he would get it. He's in that sketch.
All right. Okay, and then the favorite fact of mine is fact number 5. Big butts are like ibuprofen. Let me grab a couple and I'll see you in an hour.
See, there you go. He's still the same old Wade, and that's the joke that's the tone right there. Then we get on to the main story: how to stay manly during quarantine, do's and don'ts. And again, listen, a good fast-paced editing on this, which of course Joshua Thomas' strong suit, edit master of the edit.
Sure.
We have face mask. Do. And again, here's also the PSA content on JGI at home as well, which is also kind of a strong kind of backbone of that, where it's funny but also informative.
Yeah, definitely.
PSAs with style. There's a do
So
and
yeah,
a
face
coin the
masks
term.
do, hand sanitizer. Don't use it to masturbate. Stick with lotion.
I don't recommend chafing to the audience. That was a cut part of that, so it was just
Was
like,
it?
yeah, that's the thing. So that was a run on too. Okay, so then we have self love. Do. Basically,
Do.
almost as much as Kel loves Orange Soda, does Wade Carrington approve of self love during quarantine?
Indeed.
He do.
Can you blame
Okay.
Wade Carrington, Dragon?
No, I can't. He's not here. Okay,
Right.
so sorry, dumb joke. Anyway, all right. Do.
Yeah.
Because he's done 69 deliveries so far, and he recommends Grubhub. Here's a weird edit. I don't get why this was changed, but there in the extended cut, the Grubhub logo is on both sides of the screen instead of one side on the airing for some reason. I have no idea how that works.
I don't know. That's weird.
I know it's weird. If you look at it like side by side, it's like what happened there? Apparently, Grubhub has the hottest drivers because if you're gonna get five guys, you don't want to you don't want to get corona from some uggo.
All right, Dragon, just the idea of getting COVID from some like ugly dude who's delivering Five Guys of all things, I got to admit, that's a pretty depressing thought that he put into your head there.
Yeah, it is. It's quite
like
quite
I honestly
sad.
feel like that's kind of like a weirdly like I hate to say it, but it's a public service announcement that honestly like it's a joke, but it's kind of effective. It kind of makes me think, like I mean, more so like less about the drivers themselves, but more so just like I don't want to get COVID from ordering Five Guys.
Yeah. All right, so then we have dating. Don't.
Yeah. Don't.
You don't know where they've been, who they've touched, or what they've been doing. Use that 600 to find a cam girl, preferably from the Czech Republic. Get your
Give you
jollies
an
off.
added benefit of a charity getting through her through school. And if you're watching, hey, Natasha. Natisha, sorry.
See, if it's Natasha, it'd be simple because, of course, we know Natasha like the back of our hands. Natisha, though, stranger. Also, here's the thing: didn't make the cut. Piper Hinson's photo being used. That's in the extended, not the cut. All right, so then we have. It's the last one. Originally the sketch ended here with this gag. It ended with celebrities making viral videos to help the world. Don't. Effing don't.
And I feel like that's Joshua Thomas just breaking the fourth wall and just being himself, just like
it is.
Fucking don't.
I gotta tell you, I can you explain this thing? What I mean, here's the thing. I keep feeling bad for Gal Gadot's. Like it's a little like look at me, I guess, but it's still like
a little tone deaf.
Really? Is that bad?
Tone deaf is the word I would use. Yes.
I feel bad. Like I can only assume she did something like she genuinely tried to help, and then it caught on like it's like a negative meme or something.
That's the thing. But the only thing is, Dragon, it's just like I feel like the whole thing was like all these celebrities and their rich ass houses, like who've got millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, and then they're singing to the rest of us like. Not only that, but Dragon, the song Imagine just frankly doesn't apply to the COVID situation. I think that was another main thing.
I see. All right, so here's the thing. So originally the sketch ended there. I thought that was I think it's a good punchy ending. You have like your last joke and it ends there. I feel that's why I would lean more towards the not theatrical, but kind of the live aired cut.
The theatrical cut. Release the Thomas cut.
Release the JT cut. but that's what I'm saying. Like the original, like the bundled cut, if you will, like the bundled, the JGI at home cut. I think that one. I think it was nice and shaped up and it was lean. It's like look at Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 has several cuts, but if you look at all of them, as much as I like some of the extra stuff in the super duper cut, theatrical, it's hard to beat. Similar thing.
I thought your favorite Deadpool cut was Once Upon a Deadpool.
That's really funny, but still, I mean, let's.
Would you say that's the weakest of the three?
I mean, I don't think any of them are bad at all. I just think they, again, honestly, I feel like I don't want to derail this too much. The point being, Super Duper Cut, they didn't, they put in different jokes instead of keeping the jokes that work. So like you couldn't just get the theatrical plus extra stuff. It's a whole new cut. So that's the anyway.
Weird.
I know. So, and point being, all good but different. Anyway, so we then have this uncut tip at the end here, which is rather weird but rather still funny.
I just thought it went on a little long, and I agree with you that I feel like pacing wise, we could have ended at the celebrity joke.
Given that we talk about the comedy here, which is kind of half the reason we gather here on a weekly basis, I feel compelled to bring up an analogy.
Oh God,
Seth MacFarlane, he's really priceless on his DVD commentaries, and for some of the movies, he basically does commentary on the extended or unrated cut, and he's very honest about why there's an extended unrated cut in the DVDs, where he says, "Oh yeah, these gags weren't funny enough to make the theatrical cut." Or they just we just kind of cut it for time. And again, it's really, I just love these. He's just really abashedly, yeah, it just didn't work out. It was funny, but not like ha funny. So it was kind of left it off there, or went on too long. So it makes sense. It's a smart cut. It's a smart edit. All right. So basically, this is about sitting down when you pee.
Which I do like the message of it though, Dragon. Mm-hmm. Like, look, if it doesn't hurt anyone and it makes you feel good, then yes, do it.
So I love that. By the whole sitting down when you pee and the whole question of manualness thing. There's a really hilarious Curb Your Enthusiasm episode about said thing.
Oh really God, why am I not surprised?
So that's really funny. But here's I love that. I don't know. It's also kind of the way Wade's dressed and everything. But I got to tell you, like when he's saying, when he's giving the advice, he's very Fraser Crane-esque. When he's good, like if it feels good, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Fraser Crane. I'm listening. That's sort of anyway. A little grammar-esque. And that's the final gag of the uncut version. We have the tag gag's also pretty funny. The whole do that thing you do, subscribe. Do that thing you do. Tom Hanks movie, good movie.
Yeah.
Very unsung Tom Hanks movie. That's it.
All right, final thoughts, Dragon. I think this was actually, I think, an improvement over the first Man's World. I feel like the first Man's World just kind of like, it was a fun sketch. It just kind of like beat you over the head with the character and how inappropriate he was. And with this sketch, I feel like it's a legitimate evolution of the character. It's like it's the same character, but we get to see him in a different point in his life. We get to see him trying to evolve, but kind of failing to evolve by the same point. And so because of that, I feel like there's a lot of merit here. I really appreciated the, kind of the evolution of Wade Carrington.
Yeah. Final thoughts for me, again, it's a welcome continuation. Again, I'm sure Fagorane loved this. I would hope so. Again, revisiting a concept from the JGI vault that got traction. It's quite a novel idea, and I think it's served itself well here, and again, kind of bolstered the grab bag quite a great deal, as well as JGI Home.
Yep.
Again, like updating Wade's a cool idea, and again, there's still hope for Ken Armand's return yet. Just saying.
Hopefully.
All right, so before we go here, folks, much like Wade Carrington, I'm going to do a little subscriber tag gag here. Okay, here's the thing. Folks, if you're watching this, assumedly, you are subscribed to Just Giggle, or you're interested in Just Giggle, therefore you're aware. But here's what you might not be aware of. Joshua Thomas, he's got a YouTube channel. You like the live content? You like those live streams? Are you in the boat where maybe you can't take part in the stereo app? But you should if you can, but let's say you can't. Next best thing, live streams with old Joshy Boy. How are you going to do that this day and age? Not all the live stuff's going directly on Just Giggle. A lot of it's going to be like game streams and stuff and other shenanigans they're going to be on Joshua Thomas' personal channel. Good news is you can find it all nice and easy now. It's on the Just Giggle channel. It's like to the right under the featured channels button. Go to Josh's channel. Subscribe to that guy. Just Giggle, it's like it's a faceless entity, one could argue, that also uses Josh's face. But let's go directly to the source, man. I mean, if you're here, you've already done it, so do the extra D, go the extra mile, do your civic comedy duty, and show some love to old Joshy Boy. He needs it. We all need it right now.
All right. Take us out, Dragon.
All right. I'll do it until the next exciting reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag.
Real men don't cry. They leak during Pixar movies.
This is fact. It's fact, Wade.